This is a very exciting time for me. Now, I know my voice is very monotone, so expressing excitement isn't really my strong suit. But trust me when I say I am overjoyed right now because this is the first time that I'm picking up a 2000 AD magazine and it's got Rogue Trooper in it. And not only does it have Rogue Trooper in it, it's written by fucking Garth Ennis himself. This is probably completely biased, but I am a stan for Garth Ennis. Like, the man could piss in my mouth and I would probably compliment his potassium intake. But this is the front cover. Rogue's Return. New series starts this Prog. I love that logo. Look at that logo. That's beautiful. I don't know if 2000 AD plays with that ever, but that's the first time I've seen it done, and it looks fantastic. So let's have a wee look. First up, we have a Dread issue. Right, I'm going to be 100% honest here. I didn't read any of this. I didn't read any of the magazine. I just got straight to Rogue Trooper because it came at like 9 o'clock this morning and I just went straight to Rogue Trooper. So if 2000 AD give me another issue on time, this arrived this morning at the time of this recording. If they give me another issue on time, then I will do another review and I'll add in that as well. I don't think there's anything else in this magazine that I'll talk about. What have we got here? Durham Red, Mad Dogs 1. Okay, I could probably talk about that if I read it. The Order, I never read The Order. Sorry, no, my mistake. I read the First Order, the first part of The Order, and I never really enjoyed it because it doesn't matter how much you try and dress this stuff up. Stuff set in this time period I can never gel with. I've seen many a movie set in like the American Revolution times and I could just never gel with it. We have Enemy Earth, Book 2. I'll give it a read, and if it's coherent as to what's happening, then I'll talk about it. But here we have Rogue Trooper. Now, spoilers to the entirety of this story because there's only like 5 pages, so there's not really much to talk about. The art's fucking fantastic. Is it Patrick Goddard does the art, or is it Rob Steen? It's very faint there, but you can see it's Patrick Goddard. So yeah, he's just walking through the wasteland. Then there's here. You have a wee callback to a previous issue. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not the biggest Rogue Trooper fan out there. I haven't read the original comic series, and I've played the game and I've read a few of his crossovers before. Um, but I'm just excited to get in and see what Garth Ennis does with this character. And by the end of this issue, I'm like, what the fuck? But we'll get to the end of it. So there's like a vortex thing, and then he starts fighting these guys in gas masks. And I don't know much about Rogue Trooper, so I thought, maybe this is just one of the enemies he fights. He mentions is this the Nord tongue, but it looks like they're talking German. And then at the end, you've got these guys coming up to him going, am I going mad? Or is this chap actually blue? How did I not see this coming? Rogue Trooper going to, it looks like World War One. I'm not 100% sure about military uniforms, but with the gas masks, it makes me think World War One because of all the mustard gassing. How did I not expect that Garth Ennis was going to do this? Because he has his whole battle action series that he's doing at the minute, and he has, he did Sarah, he did all the stuff from just war comics, and he says in interviews that he was interested in war comics, and that's what he likes doing is war comics. So how did I not expect him to make Rogue Trooper go into a classic war? Um, don't get me wrong, I still think it sounds interesting, and we'll see where it goes. The setup seems pretty interesting, and the art the entire way through, like see black and white art where it's just got a lot of shading and a lot of good lines to it. I would have that any day of colouring. Don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of things that have been coloured, especially like the 90s stuff that was all painted. I think the order looks good. Don't get me wrong, this type of art that it's got looks good, but like any day, just black and white, clear shading, clear lines, lots of detail thrown in there. Yeah, I'd take that any day. But yeah, interesting to see where this goes. I don't know how fans feel about it. If you're a fan of Rogue Tripper and you've read this prog, tell me what you think, because it would be nice knowing what, like, it sounds to me from looking at the 2000 AD forums that a lot of fans are like, fuck it, they've done a wild lot with Rogue Tripper at the minute. We may as well see where this goes. But yeah, that'll do it for now.